Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving deep into a really powerful and honestly pretty surprising connection, the one between the keto diet and the health of your skin. We're going to unpack the science here, pulling from some great insights by Keto Map Israel. So if you've ever thought, could the secret to better skin actually be on my plate? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Let's jump in.
So let's start with the big question, the one we all wonder about sooner or later. What's really making our skin age? Is it just the sun? Is it stress? Or just, the clock ticking? And yeah, those things are all part of it, for sure. But the real drama is happening on a much deeper level, and it all boils down to one single, incredibly important protein. And here it is. Meet the star of our show, collagen. I want you to think of it as the literal scaffolding of your body. It's the framework that holds everything together, keeping your skin firm, bouncy, and youthful. It's everything. But, and this is a big but, that perfect framework, well, it doesn't last forever on its own.
Okay, so here's the kicker, and it's a bit of a tough pill to swallow. Once we hit our 20s, our body's natural collagen factory starts to slow down. We lose about 1% of our production every single year. And other things like sugar, stress, and sun exposure can hit the fast forward button on that process. So if our collagen is in a slow motion freefall, what can we do about it? How do we fight back? Well, it turns out the answer might be hiding in a diet that most people connect with weight loss, not a radiant complexion. Let's get into why the keto diet is turning out to be such a game changer for skin health.
You see, keto's magic for your skin isn't just a single trick. It's this awesome three-part strategy. It goes on the offense against the biggest enemies of your collagen. It stops sugar damage in its tracks, it fights inflammation from the inside out, and it literally rebuilds your skin cells with good, healthy fats. Let's break down each one.
Okay, first up, let's talk about something called glycation. It sounds super sciencey, but the idea is actually simple. Glycation is what happens when sugar molecules literally grab onto your collagen and won't let go. Imagine your healthy collagen is like a nice, new, stretchy rubber band. Glycation is like dipping that rubber band in sticky sugar syrup and letting it dry. It gets crusty, brittle, and weak. It just snaps. And this slide shows it perfectly, right? On the left, you've got healthy, flexible collagen. On the right, that same collagen after sugar got to it. It's a huge difference. By cutting out sugar, keto basically starves this entire damaging process.
Next up, inflammation. This is like the silent killer of collagen. But this is where keto has a secret weapon, and it's called beta-hydroxybutyrate, or just BHB. When your body is in ketosis, it makes BHB for energy, but it does something else amazing. It acts like your body's own built-in firefighter. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory that specifically shuts down the pathway that tells your body to attack and destroy its own collagen. How cool is that?
And that brings us to the third piece of the puzzle, healthy fats. A good keto diet is loaded with high-quality fats from things we love, like avocados, olive oil, and nuts. These fats are the literal building blocks for our cell membranes. And when your cell membranes are healthy, your skin is better hydrated, it's more flexible, and it just has that healthy, resilient bounce. Okay, but here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Because our hormones are different, the way keto benefits our skin can actually look a little different for women and for men. Let's dig into that. So for women, a lot of it comes down to hormones. Keto can help support a healthy balance of estrogen, which plays a huge part in collagen production. And what does that look like? Often, it's a reduction in fine lines and just an overall better glow. Now, full disclosure, some women might notice a bit of temporary hair shedding when they first start, but that almost always sorts itself out. And for men, the story's a bit different. Keto can really help regulate testosterone, which can mean less oily skin and fewer breakouts. Plus, because it lowers overall body inflammation, it's fantastic for muscle recovery and collagen repair after a workout. All right, the science is cool and all, but what does this actually look like on your plate? Let's get practical. Let's talk about the best keto-friendly foods you can eat to really give your collagen a boost. Think of this as your skin-saving grocery list. Bone broth? Oh man, this is like liquid gold. It's a direct source of collagen. Eggs give you all the amino acid building blocks you need. Leafy greens like spinach are packed with vitamin C, which is the glue that holds those building blocks together. Then you've got avocado and sardines, bringing in those protective fats and anti-inflammatory omega-3s. And don't sleep on liver. It's a true superfood loaded with the vitamin A your skin needs to repair itself. Now, if you really want to turbocharge your results, we can talk supplements. Hydrolyzed collagen is probably the best form because it's super easy for your body to absorb and use. Just remember to always take it with vitamin C, their partners in crime.
Biotin is fantastic if you're looking for extra hair and nail support, and zinc is a powerhouse mineral for skin healing. So if you're thinking about adding a hydrolyzed collagen supplement, you're probably wondering, how much should I actually take? Well, the research points to a pretty clear number. The sweet spot for really seeing and feeling a difference seems to be right around 10 to 15 grams a day.
Okay, I have to be real with you here. This is not an overnight miracle fix. Building healthier, stronger skin from the inside out is a long game. It takes time and consistency. So let's look at a realistic timeline of what you can actually expect to see.
So in those first couple of weeks, the first thing you'll probably notice is just better hydration. Your skin might feel less dry and tight. Then give it a month or two, and that's when a lot of people see a real drop in redness and acne. But the real structural magic, that happens between months 3 and 6. That's when you start to notice that your skin feels firmer, more elastic. And if you can stick with it for 6 months or more, you're talking about making significant, lasting changes to your skin's health and its ability to bounce back.
You know, when you put it all together, this quote really just says it all, doesn't it? The keto diet isn't just about what you're eating. It's about fundamentally changing your body's internal environment. It's about creating the absolute best, most optimal conditions for your skin to protect itself, to repair itself, and to rebuild itself.
And really, that leaves us with one final question to think about, a really important one. The next time you look down at your plate, just ask yourself, is this meal building up my skin, or is it helping to tear it down? It's powerful stuff to think about. Thanks so much for joining me for this breakdown.